Hey, explorers and thrill seekers, welcome back to Midnight Confession, where we uncover the nightmares lurking in the world's hidden places. Today, we're plunging into the abyss with two original stories inspired by the raw terror of underground adventures gone wrong. These aren't just tales of rocks and water, they're about the thin line between bravery and burial. Picture freezing depths, failing lights, and the scream of silence. If you're claustrophobic, hit pause now. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and let's descend into depths of despair. We'll start with a dive that turned deadly. Story 1, The Whispering Abyss. It was the summer of 2016, and a group of seasoned American speleologists, cave explorers, gathered in the rugged hills of Montana for what they called the ultimate challenge, diving through the uncharted Whispering Abyss, a submerged cave system rumored to connect two remote lakes. Leading the pack was 48-year-old Elena Vargas, a veteran diver who'd lost her brother to a similar cave collapse 5 years prior. She swore she'd hung up her tanks, but the pull of discovery was too strong. Joining her were 4 others: 39-year-old Marcus Hale, a tech whiz with custom gear; 41-year-old Lena Kowalski, a medic with ice in her veins; 35-year-old Raj Patel, the team's navigator; and the rookie, 28-year-old Mia Chen, eager to prove herself. The abyss wasn't just deep, it plunged over 150 meters into frigid, ink-black water, with jagged narrows and unpredictable currents. Maps were scarce, locals whispered of ghost echoes that lured divers off course. The plan: enter via the eastern sinkhole, navigate 2 kilometers of tunnel, and surface at the western lake. Estimated time: 4 hours. They'd use rebreathers for extended oxygen, scooters for speed, and staged bailout tanks. Risks: hypothermia from 4 degrees Celsius water, suit breaches, or the dreaded squeeze sections where a wrong twist could trap you forever. They geared up at dawn, hacking through ice on the sinkhole. To avoid stirring silt, they split, Marcus and Lena first, zipping ahead on scooters. 2 hours later, Elena, Raj, and Mia followed. The descent began smoothly, gliding past glowing bioluminescent algae, the water a silent void. At 50 meters, they hit the first air pocket, a cavernous bubble where they radio checked. All clear, Marcus reported. But as they pushed deeper, the cave lived up to its name. Faint whispers like distant voices echoed through the water, probably just currents vibrating rocks, but it unnerved them. Trouble struck at the 120-meter mark, in a bottleneck turned sharper than expected. Marcus, leading, felt his scooter snag on a submerged ledge. He tugged free, but the motion dislodged rocks, clouding the water. Lena, close behind, signaled okay, but then her light flickered, battery glitch. In the murk, she panicked slightly, her breaths quickening. Marcus swam back, but the tight space amplified everything. As he reached her, Lena's regulator slipped in her frenzy, gulping water. He jammed it back, but she was already convulsing, drowning in slow motion. Marcus held her, helpless, as life faded. Alone now, he checked his dive watch. Decompression time had ballooned to 6 hours. Staying meant death. He had to press on. Unaware, the second team dove in. Raj spotted the body first, blocking the path like a grim sentinel. Mia froze, hyperventilating. Elena tried calming them, but Raj bolted forward, kicking wildly to shove past. In the chaos, his fin sliced Mia's hose a tiny tear, but enough. Freezing water flooded her suit, hypothermia set in fast. Elena grabbed her, but Mia's panic consumed her oxygen. She went limp, another victim. Elena, heartbroken, signaled Raj to retreat, but he vanished ahead, convinced forward was salvation. Elena turned back alone, surfacing after 7 grueling hours, hypothermic but alive. Raj emerged on the western side an hour later, shattered. Marcus, he never made it, lost to the Whispers, his body recovered weeks later. The Abyss claimed 2, sparing 3 who vowed never to dive again. But caves don't forget, they wait. Story 2, The Swallowed Void. In the misty peaks of Peru, 2020, a multinational team of cavers aimed to conquer the Swallowed Void, a 1,800-meter deep chasm, one of the planet's most unforgiving. At the helm was 52-year-old Dr. Alejandro Ruiz, a geologist obsessed with underground ecosystems. He'd explored it once before, mapping its depths and discovering rare blind fish. This time, he brought reinforcements: 45-year-old Sophie Laurent, a French climber, 38-year-old Karim Nasser, an Egyptian biologist, 42-year-old Olga Petrova, a Russian survival expert, and 2 Brits: 31-year-old Tom Harlow, a videographer, and his partner, 29-year-old Lisa Grant, a sample collector. Prep was intense. Each carried 25 kilos of ropes, lights, food, and thermal suits for the 2-degree chill. Descent meant rappelling sheer drops, crawling mud-slick tunnels, and fording underground rivers. They'd set up 4 camps over 5 days to the bottom, aiming to film crystal formations and snag microbial samples from a hidden lagoon. Floods were a known risk. Monsoon rains could turn trickles into torrents, but forecasts looked clear. Day 1, they dropped into the maw, a 40-meter freefall into gloom. Hours of squeezing through fissures led to Camp 1 at 500 meters, damp but stable. They rested, sharing stories under headlamps. By day 3, at 1,200 meters, spirits soared. They'd photographed glowing fungi and netted odd insects. Camp 3 was a haven near a serene pool. But on day 4, as they pushed to the final drop, distant thunder echoed not from above, but below. Karim radioed the surface team, rumble incoming. They dismissed it. Caves groan. Wrong. A wall of water burst from a side fissure, slamming Camp 4. Tents shredded, gear swept away. Sophie yelled, "Flash flood!" They clipped to ascent ropes, but the surge pinned them. Tom, leading the climb, fought the current, muscles burning. Water rose to their waists, then chests freezing, relentless. Lisa slipped, dragged under, Olga dove, hauling her up sputtering. But Karim vanished in the foam, his screams cut short. The survivors, Alejandro, Sophie, Tom, Olga, and a choking Lisa, clawed upward, ropes fraying. Hours blurred into agony. At one point, a boulder loosened, nearly crushing Tom. They reached a high ledge, water diverting below, and collapsed. No signal, no food, just willpower. After 12 hours, the flood ebbed. They pressed on, starving and hypothermic. 4 days later, they breached the surface, emaciated, haunted. Karim's body was never found. The void swallowed him whole. The team disbanded, but Alejandro, he whispers of returning to honor the lost. There you have it, 2 tales from the depths where courage meets catastrophe. Inspired by real risks, but purely fictional to chill your bones. What would you do in the dark? Share in the comments, smash that like if you're still breathing, and subscribe for more underground horrors. Stay safe out there, or don't. See you next time.